Well, Hurricanes injury has gone ahead to surge. It has worsened. And guess what? It might be good news for the side of Arsenal that maybe on the 9th, he might not be able to travel back to London to obviously face the side of Arsenal in the Champions League. The type of the injury has been reviewed. When is he expected to really return at the Sebena, like the official training ground of Bayern Munich? The data has been communicated, and we're here to bring you all those. Smash the like button, comment and share close to 200 times. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. You can as well call me Aradi. We go to Carlo Ancelotti has gone ahead and revealed as to why he really turned down the proposal of Brazil, and Jose Mourinho is job searching and he wants to be hired in the summer. He has made it out clear that all he wants is to be given the best of treatment and be given a job, because he is not used to obviously being on the bench. So the Muslims, Ramadan Kareem. The Christians, Happy Palm Sunday. And Jesus has gone ahead to enter Jerusalem today. So continue to subscribe because we want to hit the magic number, and don't forget to obviously get us going many times. And when you keep subscribing, when you keep sharing and liking this video, that really acts as the fuel to obviously take us to the next level. Yesterday, England lost. And after losing, the manager came out and really put out bad news. That is Gareth Southgate about Harry Kane. He said Harry Kane will go back to Germany. Southgate said in his post-match press conference he won't be fit for Tuesday. Carl Palmer and Jordan Henderson should be fit to face Belgium at Wembley on Tuesday night. Now, Harry Kane was ruled out by the manager after England went ahead to lose to Brazil by 1-0. And for Harry Kane, it is really bad for him because he's so patriotic and he's really trying to put up a record as the years really go down. He's 30 years of age, but when he look at the uprising talent in the English national team, it might not allow him to be any further onto that national team, and he wants to set his record because right now he has scored 55 goals plus for the side of England, and he's the record national team goal scorer, and he went ahead to break the record of Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney had scored 52 goals, and Harry Kane went ahead to surpass it, and he's really the record goal scorer. And I think he wants to stretch it to like 100 goals, and he believes that every game that comes in through is an opportunity for him to reach that milestone. So he is really working left, right, and center, and he's working himself out hard. The other reason as to why he gets worried a little bit is because of Ollie Watkins and how he's getting a chance to get into his side of play. And when you are a person like Harry Kane at that age, you wouldn't like to be away, not even for a day, because in football, a day is really a lot, because a game can really change. For Harry Kane to come into the mix, he had to battle with the likes of Wayne Rooney. There was Jermaine Defoe. There was Darry Bent, Peter Crouch, and Carlo, just to mention but a few. So after all that, he came in through and really took his slot, and he's one of the most celebrated center forwards in the world. He's world class, though he hasn't gone ahead to win anything at the club level. And that's why he ran to the side of Bayern Munich. And by the way, to show that he's really having a bad spell onto himself, Bayern Munich have always gone ahead to win the Bundesliga, right? But this time round, when Harry Kane went there, they are 10 points behind the table leaders. And the table leaders are none other than the Bayern Leverkusen. So it shows you that he needs to work out hard, that he appears in the game of the Champions League where they're going to be playing Arsenal, and that's the only trophy he's left to win this season if he's to lift anything for his club, and else it's the Euros. But right now he's really focusing onto the side of Bayern Munich because he knows to it that he might even miss out on very many games. Remember, after playing next weekend in the midweek, they have to travel to London to face Arsenal, a team that he was with when he was in his young age, before they obviously told him that you cannot be a striker you can only act as they told him you cannot be a defender. Sorry, you cannot be a striker. You can only act as a goalkeeper. I think I brought that story, I think like last year, and then he was really pissed. The parent felt like I should take him to Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham welcomed him, and that's why you saw to it that every time he found Arsenal, he felt like I have to penalize you for what you did to me in the past, because it never really went on well with me as a person who was really in your academy. So that is Harry Kane for you, and he would love to come back to North London to face Arsenal while playing with Bayern Munich, a team with more quality compared to the quality that was at Tottenham Hotspur, because right now he's having Leroy Sane and Serge Gnabry playing besides him, and Jamal Musiala playing as his number 10. But at Spurs he had Kulusevski. I think Leroy Sane is far better than Kulusevski. I think Son Heung-min, I think you can raise a concern that Son Heung-min is better than Serge Gnabry, but I believe Serge Gnabry is talented and really does the needful in there for you, and he puts in the numbers, the same numbers that Son Heung-min really puts in at the side of Spurs. And for the number 10, Musiala is just the best in there for you, and I think to me he's one of the best number 10s in the world. That is Jamal Musiala for you. So that is Harry Kane for you. He would love not to miss out in a moment like this to obviously face off with the side of Arsenal. And Arsenal fans are like blowing their pinky finger that please God, Harry Kane shouldn't be part of this. And by the way, Bayern are really having more injuries. Manuel Neuer is another injury I have to address very soon here. And even the team they are going to play on the weekend, that is Man City, has gonna hit with just another injury, and that is Kyle Walker in there for you. So that is it about Harry Kane, and let's obviously extend to another story coming in through from Bill in Germany on Harry Kane, on whether he's really gonna be fit. They've gonna let us know that Harry Kane is still carrying problems with the capsule of his left ankle and is facing a race against time to get fit in time for the game against Borussia Dortmund on Saturday. Now, Bayern Munich wouldn't like to find themselves in this situation, a situation of playing Borussia Dortmund when you're not having Harry Kane. Every team in the world would like to go ahead and really play their nemesis, or their biggest competitors for the past years, when they are missing out onto their forward. And this forward has come up to really be one of those that is going to have to put in a shift that is really well required and well catered for into the mix. So when I look at Harry Kane and him missing out on the game of Borussia Dortmund, it really hurts the side of Bayern Munich. Choupo-Moting is not that kind of person that you can come out and really trust with your side as a team to come in through and really take you forward. So I think Harry Kane should find himself in a better position to really work onto this, because as they are struggling to obviously not end a season on hello, they also have to fight for the Champions League, and Harry Kane has been their goal machine. 30 goals in the Bundesliga, and looks like he needs to work against time to see to it that he comes in through to do the needful. So again, we've been told by Max Milan coach, he's really a close source to Bayern Munich. He has confirmed to us that Harry Kane is expected back at Sabena Strabel tomorrow to receive treatment on his ankle. Bayern are hoping the striker will be fit against Borussia Dortmund. So Bayern are really hoping that the striker is going to be fit against Borussia Dortmund, but we wait and see. Would you rush him to play against Borussia Dortmund, or you rest him until he faces the side of Arsenal? What do you do? So that is Harry Kane for you. He's injured, and his injury is going to hit worsen to an extent that he has pulled out of the England national team. He's expected to miss out on the game of Borussia Dortmund, but for the game against Arsenal, no results are going to be provided. But I think we have to give it 48 hours. That is Monday and Tuesday. A very good scan will be ran, and after that scan will be ran, we'll get to know what exactly this will be all about. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Smash like button, comment and share, and let's go to Carlo Ancelotti and what he has to say about his rejecting the Brazilian job. Ancelotti on rejecting Brazil proposal to be their new head coach, he said, in Madrid, I feel very good. It's great. I'm very happy to be in Madrid and to be Real Madrid manager. Very, very good. So when you look at the project of Real Madrid, it's pretty convincing. And if you are anyone outside there and you've gone ahead to be following Real Madrid ever since Carlo Ancelotti went ahead to be their manager, there is no reason as to why he should leave, unless otherwise he wanted to fulfill part of his dream that he went ahead to manage or to be the first European manager or non-Brazilian manager to coach the Brazilian national team. But if that's not the case, I tell you, there is no reason. When you look at the project of Real Madrid, it is really very convincing that he sees himself as that person that can be here for a very, 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 very long time, and nothing can really stop him from really being there. The project they're really building up, it's very, very interesting, because if you're going to bring in Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid and add him to Tchouaméni, Camavinga, they want to bring in Alphonso Davies, the man that scored against England yesterday, Enrique, the young star. You understand? They are really looking in to even get in Pedro Porro, the right back. So they are bringing in young talent, and he feels like if he's having that talent, he can easily compete with other teams on Europe and really try to equal the record of Zinedine Zidane at Real Madrid of winning the Champions League 3 times consecutively. And Carlo Ancelotti is fighting hard to really win a Champions League again. Remember, he won them a Champions League in the season of 2022. He won them the Champions League. In the final, Vinicius Jr. went ahead to score against Liverpool, and they went ahead to lift it high. So for me, I understand his reasoning as a manager who believes that he still has the energy to go ahead and really wake up every morning to really coach the team, and week in, week out to play a game for close to 8-9 months a season. Maybe finds it boring to go to the Brazilian national team, because the national team can even take 5 months without kicking a ball. What is he going to be doing? Looks like he enjoys the game and feels like it's high time for him. He remained doing the beautiful job at Real Madrid. And Real Madrid are also excited with him to be one of those into their first team management position. That is it. So, after Carlo Ancelotti, let's talk about Jose Mourinho, who has come out and said that I don't have a club, I'm free, but I want to work in the summer. He want to work. Portuguese team, he said, never say no, especially in football. My life is football. I can coach anywhere. I have no problems. So, Mourinho is that manager that I believe has gone ahead to reach an extent of really coaching the national team. But he says at 60, he feels like he still has some more to push. And I really understand. But one of the things he should really know is that he should really change his style of play. The management of players has gone ahead to change. It's no longer the other old way of managing players. Things have gone ahead to change totally, and teams are really calling in for competition. When you see the teams that he's being linked to, Man United, I don't see them going in for a player like him again. Manager like him again. Chelsea, I don't think they can backslide to that level. Newcastle, I think Newcastle can, because they really want to have a reputable coach. So you never know what's going to happen. If he puts himself available, maybe Newcastle can come in through and really do the needful at the side of Jose Mourinho. And Jose Mourinho will be excited, and any job, he'll take it. The moment he accepted to stoop low to go to Tottenham Hotspur and then to AS Roma, I think now he can manage any team. But in the English Premier League, I don't see any team that can really give him a job in the top 6. Because even Newcastle is not in the top 6. So it really leaves us in an ocean of questions on where Jose Mourinho is going to be coaching next. But I really don't know where he's going to be coaching next. But maybe his agent is working on to his next deal in there for you. And he's really going to get a lot of temptations coming in through from the side of Saudi Arabia, because he's a celebrity coach. that the Saudis would like to give abnormal money to go there and really try to learn. And if at all I'm Jose Mourinho, I can use them as as a sketch to really try and implement my new tactics before I will return to Europe. And I think that can really act well for him. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Smash the like button, comment and share your thoughts onto Harry Kane's injury worsening. I welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Ancelotti snubbing the Brazilian job and Jose Mourinho announces his availability as he wants to be on job in the summer? Football is what he does. Football is what he eats. I sign out. Barakallahu fikum to the Muslims, Ramadan Mubarak, and to the Christians, Happy Palm Sunday. See you later when you see me, and let's continue subscribing and hit that magic number that we've always gonna hit to urge to hit. Bye bye.